Hello and welcome to Blockleaders.io show. Today I'm joined by Joel Comm, who's one half of the Bad Crypto podcast and who's also an inspirational speaker, keynote speaker, and behind the Blockchain Heroes, a new NFT. So we've got a lot to talk about, Joel. Thank you very much for coming on the show.
Yeah, this is kind of reversed because we had you on Bad Crypto, what, about a year or so ago,
I want to say? You were teasing my Irish accent, I seem to recall.
I may have done that just a wee bit.
A wee bit. And here's me thinking I don't have an accent, which is the funniest thing of all.
Of course you don't.
No one has an accent. No one.
No, you speak like an Irish person would.
That's very true. Very true. So tell me, I very much enjoyed being on the Bad Crypto podcast with Travis and yourself. It was a lot of fun, I have to say. It was very funny. So how long is that going for?
We passed 3 years in July, which is just amazing to me.
That's huge.
We've ridden the the last bull market up. We've survived the crypto winter. We've done hundreds of interviews, had millions of downloads and listens. I think we're at like 9 million now, and not just broadcast and interview people, but also created in the space. You know, we created our own cryptocurrency. Well, we didn't create it. Marshall Long created it, inspired by Bad Crypto, called Bad Coin, which anybody can mine on an inferior computer. We've put on the virtual blockchain week, which was a week-long event. We responded very quickly after COVID hit and the lockdowns and put together a star-studded week-long event. And we went down the NFT rabbit hole, and we have successfully launched our first digital collectible trading card set, Blockchain Heroes. So, cool. You know, we don't just want to talk about the space. We want to be doers and lead the way.
I want to go back though to your the Bad Crypto podcast. Mm-hmm. Now you can answer me if you want for this one. What was the best one you ever did?
There's so many because we've had so many fascinating people, but I'll speak of recently. We had Max Kaiser, on the show, and Max is always just, we first interviewed him shortly after we began the show. I want to say in late 2017 in Aspen at a Nexus Earth conference, and that's where we met. And then this more recent one was the first time we've had him back since then. And of course, the markets have matured quite a bit, and there's so much wisdom and wit in that interview. And I can't remember the episode number, but I encourage people to just go to badcryptopodcast.com and search Max Kaiser and find the episode here from 2020. One I've re-listened to because it's so good.
Wow, I will look at that. Then I haven't. What's the worst one you've ever had? Who crashed and burned, or wholly inappropriate, or I don't know.
During ICO season 2017, early 2018, we had a number of projects on the show. We did called Crypto Spotlight. And there was several that, once we had them on, we're like, not sure this is going to really go anywhere. But there was one in particular. These guys had developed a saddle for horses with sensors on it that would detect as a rider, what kind of balance you were having and measure, the horse's vitals and all that. And Travis said to the guy, "Why are you putting this on blockchain?" And the answer was to raise money.
I think I might have known that project because my daughter actually is a saddle fitter, a qualified saddle fitter. Oh my gosh!
Well, I won't say the name because I don't want to embarrass them.
No. But it's interesting. She was investigating recently a pressure mat, which is very important because you can see how the saddle has to be adjusted to the horse each time they're in work, out of work, in condition, out of condition, the whole thing. But and it can be very helpful in helping. She's got a very fine eye. She's trained, but it gives extra thing with her actually moving. They can see how the saddle is based. But you're right. Why would it be on the blockchain?
It didn't need to be. And I mean, it was a sponsored interview as well, which was even, more embarrassing. But that's, we're always super transparent with our audience. We tell them when we're getting paid, when we're getting sponsored. We try to vet projects as best we can. And this one kind of slipped through the cracks, but we called them out. And that's
I suppose to raise money probably isn't a bad idea, is it?
To do an ICO, but when putting it on blockchain adds no value whatsoever, seems to me like this would be a traditional market raise. But Anyway, there was some
Anyway.
of that, it reminded me of when I got into the internet in, 1995, in the late 90s. You could raise money by putting .com after any business. And that didn't necessarily make it a good internet business. And this was reminiscent of that.
Yeah.
But, by and large, the guests we have are usually smarter than us, more informed than us. That's why we're the Bad Crypto Podcast. We went into it not pretending to be experts, still not pretending to be experts, because we're not financial advisors, but we're fascinated by the space, and we love talking to people who are doing really amazing things here. And so sometimes it leans a little more technical. Sometimes it's, more infotainment. And we try to lean towards that because we want to make the show appealing to the crypto serious and the crypto curious.
Yeah, cool. So tell me now, NFTs, you mentioned them. When did you first become aware of them, and what were the first NFTs that caught your attention, and why do you love them?
Because we've been watching the space so carefully. Of course, when CryptoKitties came out in 2017, that really got our attention. We did a whole show on CryptoKitties. There was a lot of meow, going on the show. We had a lot of fun with it. Travis lost his, as he is wont to do. Sometimes they're out there abandoned somewhere.
Oh, no.
But, I've always been a collector, like so millions of people. I collected Star Wars cards, baseball cards, comic books, vintage software, and this notion that you can have ownership of something, a collectible on blockchain that is in your wallet, that you can see, that you can show, that you can trade or sell, that you have proof of ownership. This was really fascinating to me. And we came up with an idea in early 2020. We thought, what if when we go to a conference, we give away an NFT, a commemorative, for that conference to people who come to our booth. So we went to Bitcoin Miami in January, and Travis has some artsy fartsy skills, and he made us a little NFT that we put on Ethereum, and people who came by our booth, we scanned their wallet and we dropped this NFT to them. Well, then we repeated it for another event. Then I had this idea. I thought, Travis, what if we start giving away NFTs on our podcast? Let's say we have a guest like Ron Paul on, and we make a special commemorative NFT, and we tell people when they're listening, this is proof of listening. And because you listen to the show, you have 72 hours from the time this show dropped to go to a web page and put in your Ethereum wallet. And if you do, we'll send you this NFT. So we did about 10 of those. And our fans really liked it. It's like, oh, I've got this cool collectible from Bad Crypto.
How many NFTs would you have issued for each show then?
It varied. I mean, the first ones, there was probably just a couple hundred, and then it became hundreds. So if you go on to OpenSea.io, since they were all on Ethereum, you could probably just search Bad Crypto and you could find all of them that are out there, and people are probably, buying, selling, trading some of them. But, Ethereum is kind of clunky. It's not super fast, and the gas fees are outrageous. And I remember right after the lockdowns happened, I had this idea. I'm like, Travis, these are fun doing this, but what if we created a set of collectibles that we could sell rather than give away? And what if we modeled them after people in the blockchain space? We called them blockchain buddies. So he was like, this is an interesting idea. And we were looking at doing them on Ethereum. And then COVID hit, the lockdowns happened, and we shifted into doing virtual blockchain week, which consumed our lives for 6 weeks. After the dust settled on that, it was shortly after that Topps, the world famous trading card company, released their first blockchain-based collectible set based on the Garbage Pail Kids, which was a huge hit in 1985, the physical cards. And so they re-released the same cards, but they did it on blockchain, and they sold like 12,000 packs of cards containing 5 and 25 cards, depending upon the level of pack. They sold out in just over a day. And I'm like, I bought some, Travis bought some, and we're like, this is cool. This is built on the Wax blockchain, and it's super fast, and there are no gas fees. we thought this is a mechanism. So that's when we discovered that Wax has something called Wax Labs. It's basically a huge amount of wax that they've put aside for funding projects that they approve that are going to showcase their blockchain. So immediately I went into planning mode, and we put together a proposal, not for blockchain buddies, but for cards that would be more fun. They would parody people in the blockchain space, but they would be superheroes, kind of like an alternate universe. We called them blockchain heroes. Long story short, Wax accepted the proposal. They funded the project. We secured artists. We came up with card variations. We wrote names and lore for each of them. And
were you inventing them from scratch, or were you basing them on real people?
Well, they were inspired by real people.
Okay.
So one of the cards, for example, is named Metallic. And
that famous band, the rock band.
Yeah. Right. It's like Metallica. Rhymes with Vitalik, may have been inspired by him. So, but they're parody cards. They're not those people. They're inspired by them. And there's 50 heroes, and there's different classes of heroes. There's defenders, there's champions, celestials, boosters, creators, and they're whimsical. They're very well done. And then each of the heroes comes in multiple variations, and the variations get cooler and more awesome to collect and harder to find as the rarity level goes up. So there's common cards and uncommon, rare, epic, legendary, mythic, golden, and secret.
Wow. Do you have a matrix where you have them all listed? Because it sounds quite confusing.
Yeah, well, we actually do. If you go to bcheroes.com, you can look at the full catalog of cards that are available. So we went on sale. It's been just over 2 weeks. I want to say 2.5 weeks ago. And we did 2 waves of sale, and we were the first major property on Wax to sell purely for Wax. The other,
because the previous sales have all been fiat, haven't they? And then
they've all been fiat.
So you're the first primaries. Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. So we went with Wax only. We did 2 waves, 50% and 50%. And were it not for the fact that we crashed the Wax Cloud wallet on their side, they were not ready. In fact, we were told that in the first 10 seconds of the sale, we sent 25 times the amount of traffic they'd ever seen before. Lots of pent-up demand. And so whereas it would have taken about 5 minutes to sell out that first 50% of the packs, it took about 15 or 20. And then they fixed things up, and we did a second wave an hour, after that first one, and they sold out in like 5. So total, we sold out with obstacles in about 20 minutes. Everything gone. And what's really amazing, Jillian, is the community's adoption and how much they love this product and being part of this community. Here we are 16 or 17 days past the sale, and more than 76% of the packs have been opened, which is absolutely remarkable, because Garbage Pail Kids was, 3-4 months ago they did theirs, and they're still sitting at about 77% open. So people they're embracing this product. They're ripping packs. They're having fun collecting these cards. They're looking for the elusive ones.
Because you've buried some secrets in there as well, haven't you? Tell me about those.
We did. There's one of the character number 1 is called Genesis, and while we don't say who the other cards are based on, clearly Genesis is inspired by Satoshi Nakamoto, and it is the most in-demand hero in the set. The Genesis cards go for more than any others. But what we did is we told people, and we showed them beforehand, a variation of the Genesis card that doesn't exist for any of the other heroes, and it's called Genesis Electric. It's so cool. In fact, I can show you if you want me to do a screen share.
Please do.
A little show and tell here. I just realized, we're on video. I can do all kinds of amazing things here with the power of technology. I just need you to enable my screen.
Yes, I'm just looking for it here now. Sorry.
So this card that I'm going to show you is a 1 of 1 there's only one card in the whole set that looks like this card looks. And it's, you know, it's animated, it's vibrant. And we told people that this would be found only in a hero pack. This is a 5-card pack. There's hero packs that are 5 cards and Titan packs that are 30 cards. And so 10,000 of the packs, there's 12,500 total, 10,000 of them are hero packs. So people are ripping into these hero packs trying to look for this, you know,
Unique.
one card.
Literally one, yeah.
Very, very unique. And I've actually got a folder here that will give a little bit more show and tell of the cards in general. So, oh, that opened up Paint. Hang on a second. Let me open up a different thing here to show you these. Yay, Windows.
So how big is, how much did you raise how much was the value of the cards in the first 2 sales, the primary sales?
About $110,000.
And in wax, that is so significant.
Yeah, in wax. And if you look at the secondary market, I'll show you that in a little bit. You'll see how much volume we've done. But so this is your standard Genesis card right here. Can you see that okay?
Yeah.
And that's a Magic Man card. These are the backs of the cards. They've got all kinds of fun statistics and lore, you know, story built around who these characters are. There's the Overseer. So this is a uncommon card. You can see it's kind of got a comic book look about it, right? It's got creases in it. The nameplate is more vibrant than the others. And then this is what we call a rare card inspired by Da Vinci. So these are harder to get, still not difficult. Then you get up to the epic level. And this is where we start bringing effects and animation into it. So this is an epic card. There's an epic also. You can see that it sketches itself on the fly as you're looking at it. And people really love these animations. Now you get into the really bombastic. This is a legendary card, even more difficult to get one of these, but when you see one of them pop out of your pack, it's very exciting because they're so vibrant and explosive. And then amongst the rarest of the cards out there is this variation with the stars. This is a mythic level, and by the time all the packs are open, because the cards are generated randomly when you open packs, there will be anywhere from 1 to 10 of these, with an average of there only being 4 or 5 of each mythic card. So they're harder to come by. And then we came up with this, what we call Golden Fury. Looks like they're on fire. And these cards were not available in the packs, Jillian. These cards, there's 50 heroes, and there's 2 of each of these Golden Furies. And what we did is we took all of the wallet addresses that participated in the sale and randomly dropped a card to 100 of them. So they were really, really hard to get. And then there's the Genesis Electric.
And has someone found that card yet?
Nobody has found it yet.
Wow.
And there's one more thing I want to show you, and that is none of that was secret. That was all public. But once people started opening up packs, they discovered a variation that we didn't tell them about. And we called it Secret Smoke. So you could see there's, you know, the heroes are a little obscured by smoke. And what we did is we produced 1 of each of these cards. So for every hero in the set, there's only 1 secret smoke card. So far 34 of these as of 8/25/2020 have been discovered. There's still 16 of them that are hiding in Hero and Titan packs. So, you know, we're all about delivering delight to our end. It
is exciting. I love the way you're doing that. And so is the secondary market very good, fast, busy now? After they've opened the packs, are they trading well?
Yeah, the secondary market is really nice. In fact, I can pull up here for you.
I'm just blown away by the fact that they were bought for in wax.
Yeah. Well, we
That's
want,
exciting.
here we are, we're offering blockchain heroes and we're going to take this dirty fiat, so
Yeah.
it really worked out well, but you can kind of see the secondary market right here, people selling cards. You can go in and look at what they're offering them for here. The common cards going for, 59 cents or so. Here's a legendary that somebody's selling for 21. You can actually go in here and say, all right, show me all the legendaries. And depending upon how rare they are and what mint number, when a card is created, it happens on the fly, right? It happens when the pack is opened. The dice are rolled and a card comes out based on the
Is that
odds and
something that
percentages.
you designed or something that Wax offered?
That's something that the Wax team created, the randomness for Garbage Pail Kids, but they didn't think about the mint numbers. And it was the community that decided the lower the mint, the more valuable it is. So you can see here, this Rocket Man, this is the first legendary Rocket Man card to be created, and somebody is selling it for more. We can actually go to sales that were done, and you can see right here, somebody purchased this Courage Epic card number 45 for 175 wax, which is $8.77.
This is such fun.
Somebody purchased the number 2 Professor Axiom for 200 wax. That's a common card. Somebody bought a pack on the secondary market. Hero packs are going for 440 wax, $22, which is more than 4 times what they were at retail, because they're on the hunt for this Genesis card.
Of course.
And they've built some really great tools here too. We've got these hero tools, and you could see exactly how many hero packs have been opened. 7,680 out of 10,000. You can actually go and look in your collection right here, and you can see which cards you own. Now, this is our primary account that sold the cards, so it doesn't actually own any. But you can, if you log into your account, you'll be able to see how many you own right here. You could see how many are in the supply and how many cards have been burned.
Who burns the cards?
That's a really great question. Who would burn their cards? Well, what we did is, we're not saying, all right, here are the cards, now you're on your own. What we want to do is build story around what we're doing, continue adding value to the set that people have invested in. And so we the first update we put out was called the Arcane Vortex. And without telling you the whole story, these are 5 new legendary Arcane NFTs here. You can see they're all kind of swirly and animated. The thing that they have in common is they're all magic-based characters. And you can drop 100 of your common cards into this vortex, and it'll reward you with one of these new legendary NFTs. And so, what you saw here is all of the burns that have taken place here. 271 light speed, 354 coin commando. These are people sacrificing their common cards, which they might have too many of, for a new legendary card. It's interesting because you could see which is the least popular card. There's been 483 Courage cards burned. But what that does is it also says, guess what? Now there's fewer Courage cards.
It makes those common cards more special.
It does. I can actually open a pack. Would you like to see what it looks like?
Oh my goodness, I would. This is so exciting.
So we wanted to make the whole process exciting. From the moment you buy it to the moment you open the pack, it should give this feeling of, superheroes are coming out. And so I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to share my audio with it, because the pack opening video, this is where you go to open packs, bcheroes.com. And you log in, and you can see unopened packs here. I'm just going to open a hero pack up. So I collect one of the packs in my inventory, and I say, let's open it up. And here we go. And the magic happens.
So this is now randomly selecting cards.
Okay, we got a rare wizard, a booster card, a light speed, a uncommon oracle, and a bright stroke. Okay, so this was a 5-pack that there's actually a chance for 2 bonus NFTs to drop. There's a chance to get a bonus sticker and a bonus class card. So there's a bright stroke. This is an uncommon oracle card. This is a common light speed. This is a class card. So this is a booster class, and it features all 10 of the heroes in the booster class. And there's like a 10% chance to get that in a hero pack.
I see the twins.
Yeah.
I see you in there.
That is Sooth and Sayer. That's that superhero, the 2-headed beast. There's Lady Lightning. And this is the Wizard, which is actually the second most popular hero in the set after Genesis. And you can see why this is a rare card. And so there is a percentage chance of a rare dropping in a set like this. And if I go to my inventory, I can actually see all of my cards right here. I can click on any one of them. I can flip it over and read the back and learn more about that hero. I can see who the artist was that did it. I can see the rarity, the card number, and I can actually go in here and say, you know what, show me my epic cards that are in my inventory. So the whole catalog is here, and you can actually view your entire inventory. Click on any one. Let's say I want to see, show me my stickers. There's Bitcoin Bro. He's also very popular. People like the Bitcoin Bro. And I can also say, show me my missing cards. Show me all of the legendaries that I don't have.
Oh, that's clever. Right? So if you want to go purchasing, you can tell at a glance which ones. Yes.
So now I can go to the marketplace, or just maybe, do I have duplicates? Oh, I do. I have a few duplicates of legendary cards. Do I have any mythics? I only have 1 mythic card. They're very hard.
Did you educate the community? Because you obviously know these different categories. I'm finding it a little bit confusing because it's the first time I've had to look at them properly. Right. So did you educate the community to know which ones they should be looking out for, or did that
absolutely
apply?
Yeah, from the very beginning, Jillian, we made community a priority. We created a Telegram group. Now I think there's 1,139 people in the group. And so weeks before the launch, 6 weeks before, we started, building this and doing reveals. And every day we would show them new cards and new variations and bring them in. And we worked with partners like Cointelegraph. We created a special promotional hero for them called Telegraphico that we gave away to people for free. We did that with CoinGecko and a number of other, associates as well, to bring people into the ecosystem to really just over deliver on value to them, so that when it came time to do the pack sale, they would really want to be part of what we were doing. And we're not stopping. We've already got update 1.2 planned. We're going to release this Wednesday, 1.3 in a couple weeks, 1.4 in a couple weeks after that. And we're going to wax with a proposal for a major release that will be our version 2.0 early next year. Because we've created this IP that people have really responded to, and we think that it's got a long lifespan.
Tell me, with the 50 heroes, how can you find out? I'm looking at some of the images, and I recognize some people, obviously. How could I find out who they are? Do you have a link it up? Is there like a
So as I said, these are parody cards inspired by real people. And so we're treating them as unique individuals. And so we're not saying this is inspired by this person or that person. It's up to the community to decide. And so there are those in our Telegram that have created a list. And they've worked together to go, we think this is this person. We think this is this person. Of the list of the 50, they've nailed 46 of them. 4 of them they have not guessed, but we don't tell them which ones. Right? It's like the classic mastermind game, right? You've got the right color but in the wrong hole, right? That type of idea. And we're not planning on revealing. Again, this is part of the game, part of the mystery, and let people speculate and try to figure it out.
That's interesting. And tell me, with your other 1.2, 1.3, whatever, will they be still based on blockchain heroes, or are you is there going to be different subject matters?
We're not prepared to reveal yet what's going to happen. It
I'd like
will
to
be
know.
within the blockchain heroes universe, but a big part of what we've done that's allowed the series to be so well received is we're storytelling. Right. And just like, you would say, hey, there's going to be a new Avengers movie, but you're not going to reveal the storyline or what new characters might be revealed, at least until you get close to promote it. So right now we're keeping that close to the vest. There are many people that are proposing a blockchain villains series. And so that's certainly something that we're, entertaining. Those would not be inspired by real people. Those would be archetypes, right? So if we were to do something like that, you might find the fat cat banker, right, in there. You might find
OneCoin,
like a scammer, a hacker, those types of notions. But and there's others that are saying, hey, can you find a way to gamify this to make these cards playable? And that's something that that we're looking at also.
Interesting.
There's a lot of potential for some really unique concepts here, and we're going all in on it. It really was wonderfully successful. We're so thrilled, and we're like 12-year-olds having a blast because we're creating this universe and this product, and we're very engaged with our audience. And this is a partnership. If we're not creating something that people want more of, then we need to be doing something else.
That's very true. I remember I interviewed William Quigley some time ago, and he was saying when the crypto kitties arrived, he knew they weren't going to work because there wasn't a secondary market. It was just flat, just absolutely flat. And then he's pointed out, obviously, with the Garbage Pail Kids, it was just flying. And obviously, you guys are doing the same too as well. So it's a jump, isn't it? It's a new sort of mindset. So with the 2.0, would that be, you can't say what that is either. Is that a totally not blockchain heroes or villains or children or cats?
It will be in the blockchain heroes universe, for sure.
Blockchain animals. You could.
Yeah, there's definitely something we want to do. And you mentioned secondary markets, and let me share this screen with you here on atomichub.io. You can see this is when we did our sale right here. Yeah. This is another product that launched right in this space, I believe. But if you look at the top collections, this is our collection official hero. And since the launch, we've done over 36,000 sales. And this is how much wax has been transacted, $276,000 in wax.
Am I right in saying that the secondary market, it's built in that you guys and the artists get a royalty as well? It's licenses, even the secondary market.
It's what they call an author fee.
So the marketplace, which makes sense. Yeah.
Marketplace gets a percentage, we get a percentage, and then a percentage goes back to wax to fund their tokenomics model, because they're rolling out tokenomics here. They've announced it. It's not formalized yet, but essentially a portion of every secondary market purchase or sale will go back to the buyers and sellers, right? So it's a redistribution of wax for those who participate.
Clever. I think you are having a very exciting time. I think you're having too much excitement.
It's so fun. We've been living, breathing, eating this really nonstop, and I'm having a blast. And it's been perfect for lockdown time, right? Hey, if I'm going to be stuck inside and not going to conferences, let's create something super special. And we invite people to join the community on Telegram, is where our most vibrant community is.
Yes.
t.me/BC Heroes.
BC Heroes, okay.
You will not find a friendlier group.
Okay, and I was saying during the lockdown, I created my own first NFT. I did a piece of art, crypto art, and it's an NFT.
Nice, isn't it fun?
I've never been prouder of anything in my entire life, because I did it with Fred, the founder of Pixius, and he used AI to color. It's all animated, if you like. This
I love it.
I did. It's just
this is still the beginning too with NFTs. We're going to be adding rich media. You're going to have music on NFTs. You're going to have short films on NFTs that people have ownership of, and we're excited to be down this rabbit hole and creating in this space. And this is, again, just our first entry. People can expect that we're going to be doing this for some time.
Wow. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm blown away. Thank you so much for your time, Joel. I am genuinely blown away. I love the sharing because it makes it so much lively. I don't know how I'm going to make that so lively in print, but I'm so glad I've got the video to share with people as well. Thank you indeed. You're very kind.
My pleasure. Thanks, Jillian.